Time to check in with our lizard overlords. What are they up to? Well, this.
Is this the worst hour now?
Are we done our first hour?
Yeah, we're into our worst hour now.
Keep your expectations of this episode low. Starting the worst hour now, I feel like we've crossed into like maybe not great content hour.
Welcome to our worst hour.
You know what? We bought the Toyota for the 2008 Toyota. We bought it for $8,000.
Mm-hmm.
We spent $4,000 to get it certified. So I'm at 12,000. We put $1,000 worth of tires on it, so I'm at 13. We bought a cap for it for 400, and then they wrapped the cap black yesterday because the cap was red previously. They wrapped it black and they put the Paver King stickers on it, and I drove it all over today, and it's probably one of my most favorite things in the world. It's just, and I polish because the lights are kind of faded, so I polished them today in the yard. I had nothing better going on, I guess, or I just got obsessed with the idea that I wanted the lights to be clean and not, like that.
Yeah.
They get that like grungy look when the cars get older.
Yeah.
So they make a polish kit. So I polished them in the yard, and that truck makes me really fucking happy. And like, you and Mike can argue with me that truck was a waste of money and I should have bought a new one. And I would say that you guys might be right, but that Toyota makes me happy. I'm thinking about stopping driving the Dodge and stopping I've always been uncomfortable driving the fancy Dodge because it's just not me as a person. I don't drive fancy trucks. I don't drive leather seats. All this shit this truck does, it's not me as a person. I drove the Toyota around today and I was like, you know what? I would way rather drive this than the Dodge. The radio doesn't really work that well. It doesn't have heated seats. There's no fucking sunroof. It's a very visceral experience driving that truck because it's just a truck. Drives great, straight as an arrow. It's got only 5,000 more kilometers on it than my fucking Dodge, even though it's 11 years older. I didn't think about that till now. Dodge is a 2019 and it's got 312 on it. And the Toyota is a 2008 and it's got 315 on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
But the Toyota makes me really happy. When I see it in the yard, I'm like, man, that's my kind of truck. That's the kind of business that I want to run. When I see the $12,000 Chevy and the $14,000 Toyota and the fucking 500,000 kilometer 2015 Chevy that's paid for, those three trucks make me, and all the trailers that we own that were paid for, that shit makes me so happy. Like our 2007 dump trailer that I bought with cash when I started the business, because I rebought it from the guy that I had to sell it to when I went bankrupt. So it's a trailer I originally bought in 2007. And then I had to sell it when I didn't go bankrupt. When I exited the business, I sold him the trailer. And then when I restarted this business, I bought the trailer back from him because I wanted it back because it was my trailer that I bought. And so I bought it back from him. And now we use it as the water trailer, but we don't usually use it for dumping much because it's 3.5 ton, but it was mine. That's the stuff that makes me happy in my business. Seeing that trailer all the time, it reminds me of when my life was like absolutely fucking shit, and I was selling off my stuff and sleeping anywhere. And now I see the trailer and it reminds me that I didn't cave on it. I didn't give up. So that's stuff that makes me happy. And I bet a lot of people would go in my yard and be like, well, there's a big bunch of junk. Why do you have that? Why don't you have all brand new trucks? Why don't you have this? Like, that might be unreliable. This might be that. That might be that. Like I don't know, man. That stuff makes me happy. I like seeing it.
Do you still have that broken sweeper?
Yeah.
Does that make you happy?
I don't know.
There's some stuff you can afford to part with.
So no, I looked at the broken sweeper and I called because I was like, how much is, because I have in my mind, because I sent screenshots of the sweeper serial number to my Bobcat sales rep, and he said the sweeper was like worth $15,000.
Yeah, they're stupid expensive now
to replace it, right? So in my mind, to put new bristles and the fabricator, and or maybe it was Brad, one of them, I think maybe it was Brad. It's a valve because it only spins in one direction. So it needs a valve on it, which is probably not expensive. And I called about the brushes this week, and because I thought these brushes were going to be like $5,000 or some bullshit, right? It's like $1,000 to put all new bristles on it. So I'm like, conceivably, like
Yeah.
I have $1,000 plus some of Brad's time to swap the valve and put the brushes on, and then it needs a bit of fabricating work. It's got a few dents in it, but I can probably get this sweeper fully operational for like, I don't know, maybe $4,000 all in. The 1,500 I took off the bill that I never got paid anyways when I repossessed it. So I was actually, the sweeper has like, the ugly head of the sweeper has risen. It's making a comeback.
Nice.
I could use a sweeper in my business. We don't have one. We have a broom that goes on the excavator, but I'm not doing a full road with a broom.
No, this sweeper needs to go on like it's big. So like like when we first repossessed it, we never had a like on the 595, it's too big. But now we have the T650 and it will run the sweeper because it's a full frame skid steer, I think.
Hmm.
So I think we could run it off that one. And I think it would be, if we had a fill site, it would be great to have to clean the road or stuff if it was muddy one day or
Yep.
so I was like, oh, maybe we should revisit this because we've also been deeply reorganizing the yard, right? We bought another C can, built all kinds of shelving. Everything has a place now with a label on it. There's all kinds of extra shelving, so when we get new crap that's not currently there, we fucking. I was in the one C can, and I was like looking along the wall of it, and there's a jumping jack, and then a reversible plate compactor. It's not a big one, but like, what's a jumping jack worth? Like maybe $3,000.
$4,500.
Okay, and then the reversible plate compactor I know was 8,000.
Yeah.
So now I'm like 12,500.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's two IQ saws, the big
45
ones,
piece.
a piece.
Yeah.
So now I'm at like 22,000, let's call it.
Yep.
And then there's one of the biggest roller packer you can buy. What's that thing worth? 5,000-6,000?
Yeah. The fucking it's worth as much as it weighs.
Yeah.
Insane
So
amount, insane weight to those things.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this row of shit here. I'm like, people are like, why is landscaping so expensive? I have 30,000 worth of crap lined up against the wall of this sea can.
Yeah. That rarely comes out of the sea can. It's not
Those
like it's
IQ
going to work every day.
those IQ saws we might not touch for 2 years
Yeah. Yep.
because it's the last thing I want to use.
Fucking right. It is.
It is the last option on the planet for anything we're doing is to get those IQ saws. Because on top of across from the IQ saws is a generator that's big enough to run the IQ saws.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it costs, but it was fucking expensive, probably 4 or 5 grand.
Yeah. 6,500 minimum.
Like
The size of that thing. Yeah.
the roller packer we use, I don't know, like never. Like you use it for a day and then it goes back in the sea can until the next, like
Yeah.
it's like it's people are like, why is it so expensive? I'm like, holy fuck, man. This is the small sea can. There's also all the watering shit and pumps and all that stuff is there.
Yep. We have a $20,000 water tank,
Yeah,
you know?
that's fucking crazy.
And what does that do? It waters shit. That's it. It waters shit.
And it goes on
Literally,
a three
even
hundred
bird.
thousand dollar truck.
It goes on a $300,000 truck. It,
I got
unfucking
$320,000 here to water your shrubs.
$320,000, and I used it to hose bird shit off the fucking LCBO loading dock for $150 last week.
$150.
I told my buddy I would do it because I was planning on rolling into the sod work that we had that day. That didn't end up happening. Didn't have to water the sod, so the water truck never went out until the next day when I had to personally do it instead of sending one of the guys to do it.
That's what owning the business is.
The $20,000 water tank with the $1,000 high flow pump. Uh, and the two of them aren't connected with cam locks because the cam lock sales guys were out of cam locks. So it was held together with rubber flanges. Decided to fucking fail right whenever I was hosing the bird shit.
How come that wasn't in the video?
Well, because I was too busy fucking. You can't make a video when you're soaking wet. Trying to get the fucking valve closed on.
That video probably would have gone viral. This is
Yeah,
my $320,000 setup that's fucked, fuck.
I was fucking mad. I'm like, oh, thank God I brought this broom. So I'll just finish brooming the fucking bird shit into the road. I'm like, that'll be good enough. And then I text Shane. I'm like, we need to sort out this water tank situation. We can't have the $20,000 water tank held together with fucking rubber flanges. We need cam locks on this slut. We spent years and years and years hoping and dreaming of a water tank this nice. Let's finish it. Let's take it all the way home and hook it up to the pump properly.
How
Like
much are the cam
almost,
locks worth?
I don't know, $50 a piece?
How many do you need?
Two? Wait,
The downfall of this
yeah,
$320,000 water truck is $100. That is landscaping to a T.
that's it.
I've
That's,
spent $320,000 on this setup. I'm ready to wash this bird shit for $150, and these $100 worth of clamps has totally fucked my ass.
yeah, yeah. That's
That is the
it,
most
man.
landscaping story ever.
You know what we fought about yesterday? It was overcast and um I was running the quick cut. We didn't fight, we joked about it, but I was running the quick cut. It was overcast out, snowing, whatever. I said, Sean, go get me the quick cut. He grabs the quick cut, brings it out. I said, give me some fuel. I'm gonna need it. There's a lot of cuts to make here. Shane brings the fuel over and he goes, I don't know if it's mixed or straight. For us, if there's white paint on the can, it's mixed. But he's looking inside. It looks mixed. And well, that's not good. He's like, I got a can of mix here just in case. So we start pouring it in. He's like, that looks a bit blue. I'm like, no, that's fucking straight gas. So I took the mix and I mixed it in the quick cut, which I told him, never fucking do this. I'll be the scientist. I'll fucking mix it in the quick cut so that we have a little bit of fuel. Fine, no problem. I've done it a million times, right? Like, if someone's gonna do it,
I have never mixed fuel in a saw in my life. I love
never.
this story. No,
You've
I've never even
never?
heard it. Never once, ever. I love this story. It's like a new territory for me. Very
No.
rarely is someone doing something that's shady that I haven't done before. I fucking love it.
So I'm like, put the fuel in, mix it a little bit, close the cap, shake the saw, fire it up. Runs fucking great, right? Like you couldn't ask for a saw to run better than this did. Run the tank through, need a little more, make myself another. Today on site, they needed regular gas. And Scott and Shane were like, oh, I don't know if this is mixed or straight. And Scott goes, if it's in my truck in a white can, it's mixed. And I'm like, well, it didn't look mixed yesterday. And it reminded me of a time when I worked for the old landscape company. And the guys would argue, they're like, oh, that's not mixed, it's straight. And the other one would go, no, it's blue. You can tell by the color of the sky. It looks like the sky. I'm like, you guys are fucked. Like, either it's blue or it's not. It's like, well, the sky's throwing off the color of the mixed gas. I'm like, Jesus
Oh my god.
fucking God. Like,
We bought, I guess we always buy still mix.
yeah, yeah, the little cans,
The
right?
little cans you pour in the 5 liter, or you pour two in a 10.
Yeah.
We always buy it that way. And I guess
That's what it was, but we didn't have a full, we had like a quarter tank of mix or a quarter tank of gas and one of those little things. So I'm like, I'll just mix it in the machine.
so I didn't know. So we had I don't know why I was running. I don't know how I got involved in this, but we were using Daryl's tool trailer, but Daryl was off that day, maybe, or maybe we had the tool trailer and he was. I don't know. I don't know how Daryl ended up not there. I think he was off, and me and Bill were debating about this mix, and Bill's like, "I'm positive this is mix, and I'm positive it's mix," and I'm pouring a little bit out of the jug. I'm looking at it. I'm like, "No, man, this is like fucking clear. Like it's totally clear." He's like, "No, I'm positive this is mixed. I know Daryl mixed it himself. He did it himself. He handed me this jug." I said, "Okay." So we put it. We were cutting with the chainsaw. Why the fuck were we cutting with a chainsaw? I don't know what the fuck we were doing when all this happened. I don't even remember. And then the chainsaw died and it wouldn't start. And I was like, fuck, maybe this wasn't mixed. But then the next day, Daryl was in and he was like, yeah, we ran out of that mix of the still mix. So we went to the gas station and the mix they bought, the mix oil, is clear. It's
Yeah,
not
that's
even
what.
red.
Yeah,
It's
Scott
not
said the
dyed.
same thing. Yeah, he's like,
Who the
"What?"
fuck has mix that's not dyed or clear? Who makes that? Like,
Yeah, that's exactly what Scott's like. I had to go and buy some one day, and it was regular color, like it was gas colored. Like that seems fucking ridiculous. But you can put mixed gas in a regular gas piece of equipment, but you can't do the reverse. You can't put regular gas in a machine that requires mixed gas. They
so
always used
I,
to, my old boss
I,
always used to say it just lubricates the pistons.
yes, yeah.
It's good for it. It just lubricates the pistons. Which I don't know if it's true or not, but I wouldn't believe fucking most of the things they said.
My immediate reaction to that was wherever that mix bottle is, throw it away,
Yeah.
chuck it. And then I sent Cody to the still dealer and made her buy a whole fucking pile of mix.
So then, yeah. Yeah, we do that too.
I was like, fuck this, Cody, go buy as much as they have on the shelf. Those little jugs of mix shit are worthless. $3 or something.
Whatever it is, money well spent.
Yeah. Like, I was like,
Necessity.
fucking get rid of this crap. Like, so the mixed gas controversy.
That was a good episode.
Oh, yeah.
What?
That was a fairly informative episode.
Lots of value.
Ugh, fuck value.
Stomped all over my dream of owning a topsoil farm.
I promoted your dream of owning a topsoil farm.
After
I
you
said, if
did
After
that's your dream,
trampling all over
like
it.
an abusive
no,
relationship
that's not true. I said, it's not insanely profitable, but I said, if it's your dream, you should go do it.
there.
But
That's
if you're
true.
not doing it for money, who gives a shit? If you're doing it because you love trommels and screening plants and stackers and big fucking loaders and you can break even at it, well, NDL makes money or NDL can prop it up. I told you to go fucking do it. You should pursue your dream.
That's the influencer I need right there. I don't need this guy selling me a fucking program or anything. I need that. I need that little voice in my head every day. That's what'll
You
get
should
me to sign
go
up for
pursue.
$50 a month or whatever it is. Not 2000. Not gonna be 2000 for that, like some of these programs. But
You should
anyway,
pay me $50.
I'll get behind that paywall.
I was watching this video, um, I watched this video long. This was a story someone put out like probably a couple months ago, and they were talking about how they never had time for meetings before. There was never time, but now that they're doing all these meetings, there's time for it, and you got to make this time for these meetings and how important these meetings are, and they never had time before, but now they have time. And today, as I was driving around, it occurred to me, you know why you never had time for the meetings before? Because some company wasn't paying you to have the meetings and post it on fucking Instagram. Like, it's the thing that amazes me most about all of the people influencing all that stuff is they're all like None of these people were doing any of this shit until they started getting paid to do it. And now that they're getting paid to do it and they're pushing it every day out their fucking Instagram channels, now they're like, oh, everyone's got to do this. This has got to happen. Well, if someone stopped paying you to do it, I bet it would stop happening real fucking fast.
I don't do anything I'm not paid for.
But that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm reiterating your point in a different way. I sure shit wouldn't be building a front entranceway for someone if I wasn't paid for it.
So like, it's fine and dandy to talk about the importance of all this shit, but none of you were doing any of this shit until you started getting paid to do this shit. Now you're getting paid to do it. It's the cat's ass. It's the greatest thing ever. Everyone's got to do it. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. You gotta attend this. You gotta watch this webinar. You gotta do all this stuff. Well, you never did fucking any of that fucking shit until you got paid for it. And not only are you asking people to do all this shit, even though you never did it until you got paid for it, you're also asking them to pay to do it.
Yeah.
So in your business, you had no time to do these meetings ever until you started getting paid to do the meetings. And now you're asking someone to pay for the meetings and set the time aside, even though you never had any time for the meetings until you got paid for the meetings. I'm like, and that's why any kind of landscaping influencing is total fucking bullshit. Except attending the National Equipment Show. Because those shows are the most beneficial thing you can attend, and you need to go to the. I love going to big shows and just learning so fucking much. And I think the National Equipment Show this April 27th and 28th is probably the best show that you could attend. I know I'll be there because I love attending shows, and I've never once said anything bad about attending a show.
I'll likely be there.
Or is the difference between the National Equipment Show and all these shows that I beat the fuck down is that perhaps maybe they might be paying us to go there. So everyone needs to fucking go. I know they never even like. I probably fucked up the whole thing, but that was funny as shit.
I don't think you did.
That was really
I
fun.
think you did. I think that was great.
Well, if they've listened to anything, then they fucking know exactly what they were going to get.
Yeah.
They probably listened to last week's episode, so.
Do they have screeners there?
Yes,
Ooh.
100%.
Yeah. See, I'm sold. Big shovels, big loaders.
Well, now that potentially we might get paid to go there, it's the greatest show ever. And everyone should go and pay to get in. Even though we're not.
It's a write-off.
We're getting paid to be there.
So.
It's a write-off. It's like taking a trip to Cancun. Man.
Mm.
I'm not trying to be critical here, but because they approached me, I'm going to bring this up. And they sent me this thing. They were like, there's some new thing called Paradise Hardscape. No, I'm saying that backwards, but yeah, it works either way though. So it's not that one's kind of shit. You know, it's kind of. They sent me this thing saying, we want to invite you to attend to see the same fucking 10 fucking people that jibber jab at every one of these fucking events, but in Cancun. And we're going to let you into our event for free, but you need to pay to go to Cancun. Why the fuck would I want to fly to Cancun with a bunch of landscapers I don't know? If I want to talk to other landscapers, I'll pick up my fucking phone. There's like 200 of them in my fucking phone.
I think the idea is that you're writing off the trip.
If you're running a landscaping business and you can't afford to go away, if you need to worry about writing off a trip to Cancun, you need to shut your business down because you weren't meant to for entrepreneurship. Like a trip to Cancun is like $2,500, man. Like if you're so like that is the stupidest selling feature in the history of absolutely insanely stupid Instagram shit that they use to promote all this crap. You can write off your trip to Cancun. What the fuck are you talking about? If you are so worried that you need to write off $2,500, what are you like? Get the fuck out of the business. Go be someone's employee. Like I saw it. It said you can write this trip off. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's $2,500. Is
Yeah.
that if it was $250,000? Be like, yeah, well, maybe, yeah. This is 2,500. It might even be cheaper to go to Cancun. Hey, man, you got to come to our event because you can write off $1,400, bro. I spent $6,000 on gas today.
I could be
Fuel.
wrong. It could be something else. Like maybe there's other reasoning behind it, you know.
Well, you can see the same 10 people that speak at all these fucking idiotic events,
Well,
except the National Equipment Show. That's the show that you need to go to. And even if it's the same 10 people that are all the other shows, those people have way more interesting things to say at the National Equipment Show in Mississauga on April 27th and 28th. I'm not even super confident about the dates, but it's sometime in April and you'll figure it out. When they sent me that thing, I'm like, did you not just hear me go off on how useless all these shows are? Like, but now I'm getting paid to go. So this is the greatest show ever. Ever. There'll be more equipment at this show than any other show in history.
How do we get Congress to pay us to go?
They don't want me. They might want you guys.
what about that one in Vegas? Isn't there one in Vegas?
Connex?
Connex. I think
I
that's
might
this
go to
year.
that one. When's that? March?
This year, yeah.
Hmm.
You can use it as a write-off, man. You can go to Vegas as a write-off. That trip might cost you $3,300 and you could write it off. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, but so if you go through the business, it's cheaper than going on the personal side because you pay the tax twice on the personal side, right?
I agree with you. But it's a great advantage, but it's not a promotional thing at $3,300 or $1,400.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't have $1,400 problems, so
I don't
I
have
don't worry about writing off $1,400.
No.
So I guess to the people that need to go to these events, that would be important. Not to me. So if Paradise Hardscape wants to fucking whatever the fuck that new thing, I'm like, how many of these things do we need? Who looked at the market? I don't even know who those people are. They're like fucking from fucking Iowa or something. Aren't they supposed to be growing potatoes? I don't know. Like, I'm looking at them like, who the fuck looked at the market and was like, you know what I want to break into? Landscape coaching. There's hardly anyone doing it. There's this huge void in the landscaping business. No one knows how to get any coaching. I'm going to fire up that business and take everyone to Cancun. What are you talking about? Whatever. Like, hey, I hope the best for them. If that's their dream, like Chad's dream, I hope they pursue it and I hope it goes amazing
Yeah,
for them.
everyone's allowed to have a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe makes more money than topsoil.
But I wouldn't talk about their dream except that they brought it to my door.
Everyone's allowed to have a dream. But
I agree. I hope that if their dream is to run the most successful landscape coaching operation in Mexico, I hope it works out great.
you're doing to their idea what you just did to my topsoil idea.
Maybe that's what the people come here for.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What I can say is I can see the other side of it now that I've been dragged through the metaphorical mud like you've done with me.
And the whole time you've known me, have you ever thought, man, that's a happy guy?
No. That's why I don't
Okay.
take it personal.
I'm not attacking you.
I'm just teasing you, PK.
That's okay. I wasn't attacked. I like the idea of a topsoil business. I
Yeah.
also think screeners are cool and stacking and making big piles of topsoil is awesome. I just like there's no worse way in the world than to invest your money in trucks. Worst investment you can possibly make.
But some people are still doing it. A lot of people are still doing it.
I do it every day. I did it. You
Exactly.
did it.
Yeah.
There's no worse way. There's no worse way to invest your money than in trucks. You're way better to buy equipment. Equipment bills out better. It makes more money. There's less of it. Like it's a terrible investment to buy dump trucks, like triaxle dump trucks. Worst investment you can make. They're endlessly expensive. They like Christie's truck is like, I don't know, 18 months old and the air dryer kicked out on it today.
Hmm.
Like it had some airline leak too. And the like here's Kenworth to a T. The windshield washer pump on the truck burned out for some reason. So Christy went to and got a new windshield washer pump. And that one she used 20 times and it burned out. So she called Kenworth and said, "Hey, is there like a recall on these windshield washer pumps? Like, been through 2 of them now." And they said, "No, there's no problem with the windshield washer pumps." She said, "Okay, well, I need another one." And they said, "Oh, well, there was 200 in stock last week and now there's none."
Well,
So you think potentially if the warehouse has gone through 200 windshield washer pumps in the last 4 days that there's a problem with the fucking windshield washer pumps?
yeah. For
I
sure.
don't, I have owned a lot of vehicles in my life. I currently own a lot of vehicles. We have replaced 0 windshield washer pumps in any of those vehicles except that one we've replaced 2 in 2 weeks.
Now that you say that, I've got one that's out on
Really?
the Ram 5500. Yeah, they said we filled it up. It still doesn't want to pump. Like, well, must mean we need a new one.
Wow. How old is that truck?
2019,
Ooh. How many kilometers are on it?
167,000.
My windshield washer pumps lasted longer than yours, bitch. I must
Well,
be a better person.
well, no, the Amish guy that owned the truck before me must have just ran it harder because I've only had the
He
truck for 5,000 kilometers.
and you haven't really used the windshield. You don't. I mean, conceivably, they have never even turned on the windshield washer pump till now. You
Well,
don't really use.
I
You don't
don't
use
think
them a
there's
lot in
any.
the summer.
Well, correct. Yeah, I thought you meant the Amish guy never used a
No,
pump.
he might have used the fuck out of it. I heard
Well,
the Amish love windshield washer pumps and Jesus.
yeah. Well, this one for sure. They go hand in hand. So,
He just sat in the parking lot pumping windshield washer fluid
yeah.
all day.
Jesus, take the wheel, leave me the windshield washer pump.
I wonder how much a Dodge Ram windshield washer pump is.
I don't know. I'm sure we're gonna have to find out come safety time.
Well, even just to drive it. Well, I guess you won't drive it much. Like Christy has like we have pump sprayer windshield washer bottles to spray the boxes of the truck when we're hauling snow. So she
Mhm.
has one and she pulls over and then sprays the windshield with her arm out the window and then keeps driving.
There you go. Yeah, it's exactly what you want to see.
$300,000
Gas
truck.
station. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't worry. I got this bottle here.
yeah, yeah.
Fuck. Kenworth, baby. Oh, the other thing that happened at Kenworth this week was we since we bought the new bin truck, it hasn't really been um, that dark in the mornings or at night, right? Like,
hmm
but now it's dark in the morning and dark at night, and it has like just regular bulbs in it. So I was like, oh, I'm going to turn on the fog lights. Now I know the fog lights work because you turn the switch backwards and it does like this light check to tell you if any of the lights are burned out. The computer in the truck tries them all, and the fog lights come on. But for the life of me, I couldn't find the fog light turn on switch on the dashboard. So I thought, maybe I'm just a moron. Well, I often think that, so it wasn't that big a stretch. So I went to, oh, Brad was in the yard, and I said to him, hey, do you know how to turn on the fog lights in this truck? And then Brad went through it, and then he concluded that there was no fog light switch, and then I felt like less of a moron. So I went to Kenworth and I said, hey, can someone here teach me how to turn the fog lights on the brand new truck? And so then they concluded that someone at the factory had forgotten to put the fog light switch in, but the truck, they felt like the truck did come with the fog light package. I said, well, there's fog lights that turn on when you do the safety check. So I also feel like it might have come with the fog light package. Is Kenworth is so nickel and dime. I'm like, was it an extra to get a switch for the fog lights that someone didn't fucking put in? Like the fog light package is $2,000. The switch to turn the fog lights on is another $2,000.
Wow.
And someone didn't pay that. I don't know what the breakdown. I'm just joking. But so when you check your truck into Kenworth, they email you or text you like truck, because I checked it in to get the visor put on it that didn't fit. And then I said, hey, can you fuck with the fog lights afterwards? And so I got this text message. It says approve work order. So I look it up and it says fog lights, $200. So I called them and said, hey, like, isn't this like a warranty thing that they didn't put a fog light switch at the factory? They're like, well, you have to pay $200 in order for us to launch a case.
What?
Once the case is launched at Kenworth, Kenworth will make a judgment on whether or not this is a factory or warranty issue with the truck. I said, okay, well, there's no switch for the fog lights. And it has the fog light package. She said, well, Kenworth's going to have someone determine whether that's a problem. I said, okay, it's a problem. Can't turn the fog lights on. I said, well, you pay us the $200. Kenworth will. I said, okay, fine, whatever. They said, if Kenworth decides this is actually a Kenworth related problem, I'm like, what do you think? I ripped the fucking fog light switch out of the dashboard? Because this was a fun
To make
game.
us think about it, yeah.
We got a truck with a fog light switch, which I ripped out of the dashboard and brought back here and said, hey, there's no fog light switch because this is a fun game for me. This is what I do for a good time on the weekend. So on Saturday, I dropped it off Friday. On Saturday, they call me. They're like, hey, your truck's ready. I said, okay, great. They said, oh, the visor didn't fit. I said, okay. I said, so we got to like look into ordering another visor. I said, all right. I said, did you fix the fog lights? Because to me, like, I don't think this wiring of the fog light switch is a big deal. No, we didn't fix that either. The case is going to take at least 4 to 5 days for Kenworth to sort out all the details. Like, what are the details? No one put a switch in the truck. Put one in. No, they have to they're launching an investigation into it.
Wow.
I'm like, holy fucking shit. What the fuck? Then the guy who runs the Kenworth service department calls me and says, hey man, how badly do you want a visor on this truck? I'm like, pretty bad. It looks stupid without a visor. I really want a visor. He's like, well, we might have to get it custom made. I'm like, that seems ridiculous that you don't have any visors for this model of truck. He's like, well, I think we got to get it custom made. I said, all right, give me some prices because I want them to put the visor on so they can drill into the brand new cab. Because then if it gets fucked up, they must bear some responsibility for that.
Why does it need a custom-made visor?
Because there are no visors available for T480s.
Ever? You've seen one on there before?
I have, because Peterbilt has the same model of cab on the same truck. And I see lots of Peterbilts with visors. So I'm like, should I take it to a Peterbilt dealership to get a visor on it?
Maybe you should.
So then I said to that guy, what's going on with the fog lights? He's like, oh, I don't know. This is a complicated situation. Like, it's not. There's no switch. Wow. We might have to change out the whole dashboard. What the fuck are you talking about? We don't know if the wiring for the fog lights was, because I guess in the new trucks, yours is probably similar in the Western Star. They all the lights go to a central CPU, and then that one wire carries it gets programmed by the computer, and then that carries to the switches. So like,
Great. Can't
I'm
wait
like,
to deal with that fucking problem.
I remember running fog lights on my fucking Volvo when I was like 16 and just drilling a fucking hole through the firewall and running a wire. Like,
Yeah.
fucking hard is this now? What the fuck? So we're running fog light free right now. Unless you're doing a safety check, then they glow bright as fuck. So if you happen to need fog lights in the yard at 6 o'clock in the morning and every other light on the truck flashing, it's fucking great.
Right.
Anyways, all right, are you guys ready? That's
Yeah.
Okay, that's the end of the episode.
Ooh, thank you for watching. Ooh. Yeah, those people run the world. They're so impressive. What a bunch of freaks.